Hey YouTube, Marcus here at Top Line Sports Cards, doing a little different video tonight. Just gonna walk through some of my last sales really on eBay, and then just recap a local show I just did this week here, locally here in Lincoln, and just want to walk through kind of what I've sold recently, and just kind of walk through it. So, just get started quick. I mean, first one was just a basic card, just a little CG Abrams. Um, a out of 99. It's nothing crazy there, but that kind of kicked off my last month of sales on eBay, which has been really good. So, had this little Brett Beatty that I got at a local store. Sold that one for $75, PSA 10. So nice little dollar amount there. I think I made probably $15 from what I paid at the one on auction. Um, then I had this card from a show. Sold it for 43. I think I had like 20 bucks into it. So made some good little money on that one as well after the fees. Still made around $20 there. And then kind of got into my bigger cards that were sold recently. So this is one of my San Laportas that I had graded and got a 10 on it. Had a price a little higher on eBay than probably what I should have sold for. Had a couple offers for it for like 100 bucks. Kept holding on to it, and a guy bought it directly for 150. So really cool, sale there. After the fees on that one, I think it was right around like $90 I made on that card. So really nice profit margin on that one. And then I had this Cal Raleigh that I had purchased. It was a redemption, got it back, got a 9 on it. But it's funny, some guy he was like, sent me like two offers on the card, and then he sent me a message. He's like, just, I'm going to buy it. And I hadn't even seen the offer, hadn't responded, had done anything with it. Within like 10 minutes, he had offered me twice, or offered me, sent me a message, and then he's just bought it. So it was kind of funny. Like you said up here, he just says, just made an offer because they think he offered me 50 bucks and he just purchased it. So, but nice little card there. Even with PSA 9, still made a little couple dollars on that card as well. This was a nice one. I had this Vinny Pasquantino from the Royals that I bought on eBay, and got it graded, got a PSA 10 on it, and turned a really nice flip on this one. Sold it for 190, and I think I had, with the grading costs, it was like $65 I had in the card. So after fees, probably right around that $100 range made on that one. So really nice one. Had this J Jetta, not rookie or anything, but it was out of 35. So I think this was like a year ago at a show here in Lincoln. Picked it up from some guy who was trading me, and graded it. And so I had like 5 bucks into the card, and then with the grading, so made some good deals or good profit on that one as well. Then I had this one. This one I was on break, and I got a PSA 10 of this Keegan Murray, the basketball parallel from Optic. Got it for 145 just one night. All of a sudden, the guy just sent me an offer. I sent him one back, and we settled the 145 range. So good little deal there with it being PSA 10 as well. And then this one I'd kind of had for a while. I had it for about, at least over a year. I had this card, and I kind of hold on to it just with an 8. Being from the Iowa area originally, he's an Iowa State guy, but figure someone would buy it. Someone bought it online the other day. Obviously, Brees Hall's kind of gone up a little bit, thinking that he might have a big year with Rodgers back. So guys, I don't think I made any money on it. I might have lost a little bit on that card, but at least I got it out of inventory and got some money for it. This TJ Hawkinson, I had it for a while. Bought it. Unfortunately, the market was high, so kind of just getting rid of it. Wasn't going to grade it, and it was just a kind of a cool car to have, but time to get rid of it and get that money for it. So sold that one for 220. Had this Riley Green. We'll go back and forth. This guy settled at $58. Again, didn't have much into it. I bought this one with Ronald Acuna and a bunch of other cards. So had a good little deal on it. Made a couple dollars on it with that one. This was my nice one. I was actually out fishing this weekend or 2 weekends ago, and got this offer on it. And I think he offered me 320, 330. And I sent back 365, and he accepted it. And a really nice card. I got about $130 into it. So for me, it was like $195 profit on that card. So really nice card for like Keegan Murray. Was going to hold it if I couldn't get that number I wanted out of it. Just would be an Iowa fan. Made sense for me to hold it, but got a good deal on that one as well. And the last one I sold on eBay recently here is this Aaron Judge one. I think I broke even with this one. Bought this at a local card show or a local card shop here in Lincoln, but got a good little, just got me some cash out of it again. Should have held on to it longer. Obviously now he's since I just sold, I think he's stepped up his game even more. With that one as well. So those are my eBay sales recently. So over the last really month, $1,800 on eBay, which has been a really good profit for me there. So really like that one. And then at my local card show this last weekend, sold about I think 7 or 8 slabs, nothing crazy, more dollar cards. I had a Bobby Witt rookie card that was from Optic. I think I had like $60 into it and was gonna grade it, but I brought it there, put $90 onto it. Actually sold it for 80, settled $80. So I probably got a little more of it if it would have graded well, but with it being Optic, kind of was okay selling it too, as long as I can make some money on it. So got $80 on that one. Then had this Bobby Witt that I got in a Royals break, I think in the winter, and got this graded and got a 9 on it. But should have probably sold it for a little bit more, but there's a kid that him and I always go back and forth at some of the shows and trade nights here in Lincoln, and thought making a good deal. Got it sold for 155. I think there's one sold for 150, one sold for 175, but gave him a little break on it. But a really nice card for some Bobby Witts. Now I'm trying to find some more Bobby Witts because he is hot right now. So see if I can find some great some of him. One of the other slabs I sold was just this Brees Hall. I was kind of into a trade, but I put $40 of value onto it. And then I paid the guy, I think it was $20, and I got a Justin Jefferson rookie card, which you'll see in a couple screens here of one of my pickups from the show as well. So got a little, $40 on it with a grading is I think I had $35 into it. So got my money back, made a couple bucks, and I got another card to hopefully flip on that one as well. Um, And then my big deal I did at the show was this one. Had a local guy come up here. See if I can zoom in a little bit. There you go. He had been looking at some cars. He's actually a big guy and whatnot around us. And so I was like, well, he was looking at him. I saw him come in. I'm like, okay, this is my shot to get us a good deal. He found some cars. So I had this Jordan Addison out of 20. I had two Jay Jettas Prism, the flashback one, silvers. Both were PSA 9s. And then I had this Bryce Young out of 150, the composite triple patch. That was PSA 10. So overall, I think I probably had 420, right around $500 probably into them, or was what I stickered them at. But him and I agreed on, $400. So I got $400 out of the deal. Still made some great profit, especially on the young. I think I had $30 into it, so I got $80 out of that one. The Addison had like 120, so I got 260 out of that one. And then Jay Jettas were about $30 each, is kind of what I had into them. Got my money back out of those things as well. So those have been my most recent sales. What ended up probably making like $700 at the card show, or bringing in cash, and then kind of flipped some of that around and found some deals there. So make sure you go the right way here. Yep. So bought the three. These are three of the cards I bought. Actually had a Christian McCaffrey here. This one is out of 25. Nice card. Huge McCaffrey fan. Even when he was with the Panthers, I'm a Niners fan too, so now it's even better. But I found a little McCaffrey out of 25. And then this guy brought in, he had both of these CD Lambs from this year's Mosaic of 2023, the Genesis and the stained glass. I've looked at both of them when I got back home here, and I don't see a single thing wrong with them. Stained glass is super centered as well. So both of these are going to go on my grading pile. I even think this one might go on my grading pile here as well, but just being low numbered in case hits was pretty cool there. And then my last two pickups I had, this was that Jay Jetta that I had in that Brees Hall deal. This one is out of 10. He had got it for a good deal in the show, and then he flipped it to me a little bit. So I think he made like $10 on it, but it's out of 10. Really low number card, but the out of, I think, 50, him and I both looked at it. The out of 50 went for like $60 by itself, for $55. And so technically I've got like $60 on the card. But it looks really good. I might need to clean a little bit of it just to see if I can get it cleaned. But if it looks really good, I'll probably send that one. And then I actually had a card like this as TJ Hawkinson, green scope out of 75. One of my first grading things came through. I think I got 8 on it. So looked at this one, saw the guy had it. He looked at my table, said, "Hey, you still got that Hawkinson?" He said, "Yep." Him and I made a deal before he left. from the show, and I got that Hawkinson there. So, those are the pickups I had. Those 5 pickups. Spent overall on those 5 cards about $100 is what I spent. So walked out again making about $600 on all the cards, and overall really good day there. And the last couple weeks on eBay have been good. So up about $2,500 in recent eBay sales. It's been pretty nice there too. So, like and follow the page if you guys would. Be greatly appreciated. Just keep that going. We'll have a video probably come out here over the weekend. I've got probably 40 cards I got to send in to PSA. A couple of them my cousin's kid has one. I'll show you guys that in the next video if you follow it. Really cool card. He pulled it out of just a random hobby box. So, or a mega box. It was a mega Bowman box. So, like and follow or look for that video coming up here over the weekend. But we'll show you guys every card that we're sending in for grading. It's got some really nice stuff. Got some, more of that middle of the road stuff that isn't going to be too expensive to flip at some shows for, especially for some kids. Want to have some good options for, $80 to $100 cards for kids graded, and hopefully some higher end ones too that we'll show you there too. But again, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe for me if you would. And I appreciate you hanging in there, and hope you guys have a good evening.